A house with too many owners. When Ada agreed to marry Chidi, she thought she understood what she was walking into. He had been married twice before. Both marriages had ended quietly. No one said much about it, but people whispered. Some blamed him, some blamed the women, some blamed modern wives. Ada listened carefully before she said yes. What happened to the others? She had asked him one evening. They couldn't adjust, Chidi replied, tired of defending himself. My family is close. Not everyone understands that. Ada believed she could. She had grown up in a respectful home. She valued family. She valued elders. She believed in marriage. But she also believed in boundaries. Before the wedding, they had an agreement. We'll live alone, Ada said firmly. I respect your mother, but I cannot start my marriage in her house. Chidi nodded. We'll get our own place, just you and me. She held him to that promise. The honeymoon ended beautifully. The first morning began at 4 a.m. Bang, bang, bang. Ada jolted awake. Who is knocking at this hour? She whispered. Before Chidi could answer, his mother's voice rang through the door. Ada, a wife does not sleep past 4. Get up and clean this house. Ada stared at the ceiling. She had been in this house for less than 24 hours. Chidi shifted uncomfortably. Just open the door. Ada walked to the door calmly and opened it slightly. Good morning, Mama, she said politely. I will start cleaning at 7 a.m. His mother gasped as if she had been insulted. 7 in my son's house? Ada kept her tone even. Yes, Ma. I slept at midnight. I will wake at 7. Then she gently closed the door. That was the beginning. Later that morning, Chidi's mother sat in the living room like royalty, waiting to be served. Ada, she called. Where is my breakfast? Ada was dressed for work. The maid can prepare it for you, Mama, she said kindly. The older woman's face hardened. No, it is the wife who cooks for her husband's mother. Ada picked up her bag. I have work, Mama. I won't be cooking this morning. She left. Behind her, she could feel the disapproval hanging in the air. A week later, Ada went shopping. She bought groceries. She bought toiletries. She even bought a new wrapper for her mother-in-law and a pair of sandals for Chidi's sister, who had recently moved in for a while. When she returned, she placed the bags on the table. Her mother-in-law inspected them like an auditor. Ah, she hissed. So this is why my son has no money. You are spending everything. Ada paused. This is my money, Mama. Her mother-in-law laughed mockingly. A woman's money is her husband's money. Ada met her eyes calmly. And a husband's money is also his wife's money. We are married. Silence fell. It was the first time anyone had answered her directly. One Sunday morning, Chidi's mother appeared dressed for church. You will follow me today, she announced. A wife must attend her husband's family church. Ada adjusted her earrings. I already have a church, Mama. I've attended for years. Her mother-in-law frowned. You will change. Ada smiled gently. If I ever change churches, it would be to follow my husband, not anyone else. The older woman created a scene, crying, complaining, accusing Ada of pride. Later, Chidi pulled her wife aside. Just go with her, please, he pleaded. Ada looked at him carefully. I had a life before I married you. I will not erase it to please your mother. He had no answer. One afternoon, Ada dressed to go to the salon with her friend. She picked up her car keys. Where are you going? Her mother-in-law demanded. To the salon. I have an appointment. I said you cannot go. Ada blinked. Mama, I'm an adult. This is my home. Her mother-in-law stood up angrily. Go and stop her, she ordered her daughter. The sister-in-law hesitated. Ada's voice was steady. If you raise your hand at me, I will involve the police and none of us will like how that ends. The threat wasn't loud. It was calm, serious. The sister-in-law stepped back. For the first time, the house felt like a battlefield. 3 months into the marriage, Ada felt like a guest in her own home. Her husband avoided confrontation. Her mother ruled like a commander. Her sister had switched sides. That night, Ada sat across from Chidi. "I am not happy," she said quietly. He rubbed his forehead. "What do you want me to do? She is my mother." "I want you to choose balance," Ada replied. "You promised we would live independently." "She sacrificed for me," he said defensively. "And I am sacrificing my peace." He fell silent. Then she said the words she had been holding inside. "I understand now why your other wives left." That one hurt him. She continued, "I'm giving you 1 month. Either your family moves out or I do." The month. He tried halfway. He spoke to his mother. She refused. He spoke again. She cried. She reminded him how she raised him alone, how she fed him, how she clothed him. "You want to throw me away because of a woman?" He folded. When the month ended, Ada asked quietly, "What's the update?" He couldn't meet her eyes. "She can't leave." Ada nodded slowly. "So you love your mother at my expense?" He had no answer. She packed her suitcase that evening. No shouting, no drama, just dignity. She left after 3 months of marriage. The house became quiet after she left. Too quiet. No arguments, no resistance, no laughter. Just obedience. And Chidi realized something. It wasn't that his wives couldn't adjust. It was that he had never created space for them to exist. Weeks later, he went to see Ada. "I was wrong," he said simply. She listened. "I want my marriage," he continued, "but I see now that I have to protect it." Ada folded her hands. "If I return, there will be boundaries." He nodded quickly. "My mother will not move in without notice," she continued. "She will respect this home as ours, not hers." He swallowed. "Yes. And if those boundaries are broken," she added, "I will not argue next time. I will leave permanently." He understood. This time, he truly understood. When Ada returned, things were different. His mother did not move back in. When she visited, she called first. When she tried to command, Chidi intervened. It wasn't perfect, but it was balanced. Ada was not disrespectful. She was not loud. She was not rude. She was simply firm. And for the first time, the house had only 2 owners, husband and wife, side by side. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Fable Land Stories for more interesting stories.